We're doing the senior program today, even though it does say online safety for middle and high school. It's mainly based on the seniors. We'll talk about online relationships, personal information, protecting your reputation, cyberbullying, and safety tips. For the personal information, we're just going to talk about keeping it private. Next one. Go ahead. On online relationships, you may not know the truth about someone you meet online. This is about talking to people that you've never met online. Okay, it's not about your friends that you have on your friends list. This is talking about people that you just meet online, decide to be cool with, be friends with, or actually meet. Warning signs. This is for predators that are online that you may meet. They try to isolate you from your friends, turn you against your parents, make you keep secrets. Anything like this, then you need to watch out when you're talking to online. You may be talking to a predator. If someone says, let's go private, we talked to some of our advice and narcotic guys about online predators. They said the number one thing they want you to do is go into a private chat room where they can talk to you one-on-one. If they ask you where's your computer in the house, that's because they want you to talk to them without your parents knowing about it. Sometimes they ask you, do you want a modeling job? Anything that they think can persuade you to talk to them, that's what they try to use. Favorite band, designer, gear, they try to buy you gifts. They try to entice you to talk to them. If you don't know, let's see, you don't know for sure if people really are, they say they are. Obviously this would be for our middle schoolers here. But you never want to be with somebody that you don't know. Obviously most of y'all are graduating now, so when you go off to college, if you meet somebody online, you might want to take a friend or go in a group. Don't go by yourself. The thing that would apply to seniors, future employers, college admissions officers. Obviously, most of y'all are going off to college, I'm assuming. College admission officers do look at your profiles online. I know some of y'all post some stuff that y'all shouldn't post, pictures, talk about different people, say certain things. If you post it, just be sure that some college admissions advisors will see that, officers will see that, and they may keep you from getting into their school. Also, law enforcement. We have made many of cases by stuff that we see online. People talk about drugs. People talk about crimes they committed. People post pictures of things they've done. We look at all that. Our investigators look at it. We looked at it. We've made cases of stuff that we see people post online. I'm sure some of your parents try to watch out for some of the stuff y'all do as well, so you might want to be watching it as well. What are we looking at? Y'all know all the different social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. What else y'all got out there?
Dropbox, Instagram.
Anything else? Everybody quiet?
We got MySpace.
MySpace? I thought they didn't use MySpace anymore. They still use MySpace?
No, we still be on there.
Still be on there? Oh, okay. This is what I was talking about earlier, not giving out your personal information online. Of course, you don't want people to have your stuff. You don't put your name, address, telephone number. All that kind of stuff right there, we do see it. So to you, it may be something that you would never do, but people do put it on there. Let's see. This is talking about your privacy settings. I know on Facebook, can't you set it to where your friends only see what you post? But some people don't. They just post whatever they want to post. They don't put any kind of privacy settings. So people like this guy right here, see your online stuff, may send some things to you, like I talked about earlier. They're enticing people with different gifts and stuff like that, trying to get you to talk to them in a different chat room. You get people like this who prey on folks that don't have their privacy settings off where anybody can talk to them. This is just, I'm sure all y'all know how to do this, right? Setting your privacy settings, go into account settings, friends only, and then apply these settings. Check with your friends. I know this is kind of probably funny to y'all, but by posting pictures and your information, try to get your friends not to post stuff about you or post pictures of you on the internet. If they do, please ask them to remove it, which they probably won't. But you can at least ask. If not, And you can let law enforcement or, faculty know about that issue. Message boards, of course, you got Craigslist and different stuff like that where you can post all kinds of messages. Just know that when you post something, it's gone. Even you try to go back and delete it, if somebody took a screenshot of it or somebody saw it and tell somebody else about it, it's out there. You cannot get it back. Just like I was saying, if you take a picture, you put anything on the web, it is gone. You can't get it back. My uncle's a coach at he's a coach at a college. He's a college football coach. And me and him were talking, and he said the biggest issue he has is social media when it comes to his players. Because they don't understand the emotions that they go through while they're in college. They post stuff or they say things that they don't really mean, but once it's out there, it's gone. So once you send it, if it's something bad, you represent yourself and you represent the school. If it's something that is something that people don't want out there. Your phone, your choices. This is probably the biggest thing we see at this school. Videos, photos, texts, all this kind of stuff that people put on their phones. And they send it out, and they let somebody else see their phones, and they see the picture that they took of themselves. And then they take a picture of it, and they send it to all their friends. That is a problem. Make sure if you have anything on your phone that you don't want people to see, keep your phone with you at all times. We tell people don't put it on their phone, but we can't control what you do with your phone. But just know if you put anything on your phone, that it probably could be found out by somebody else. Of course, with sexting, that's sending any kind of text messages with any sexually explicit photos or videos or even language. Depending on the age of the actual person that the photo is of, you can get child pornography charges. Cyberbullying, don't respond, don't retaliate. I always save the evidence in case we can use it for a criminal offense. And I always talk to a trusted adult, which would be a parent, teacher, law enforcement, anything like that. Of course, we don't want anybody being a bully. If you know somebody that is having this issue with a bully, I always try to help them out if you can. If you need to talk to somebody else that maybe can do a better job of it, let us know. I always check, what's on Facebook. If you see any comments or pictures that probably shouldn't be on there of you or of anybody else, so you make sure you contact them. It's talking about college admissions, paying attention to MySpace, and Facebook, and other social media outlets. About emails. Of course, y'all all know that. I'm sure you've heard it many of times. If you have an email address, use strong passwords. Don't give your passwords out to a friend. I know at the police department, we kind of play around with each other when it comes to stuff like this, because somebody will log into the computer and they'll forget to log out. Well, then we'll go online and we'll send out a funny email to the chief or the assistant chief, and it looks like it came from somebody else. So we play around a lot with it, but in y'all's case, if you send something out, it can be very embarrassing to the person that it comes from. Of course, these are safety tips. I always talk to an adult if you have an issue with something. Don't respond to messages that are rude or offensive. Somebody sends you something that is rude or offensive to you, and you let us know about it. Depending on what it is, it may be you make a file harassment charge or something to that nature. But if you actually respond to it and you want us to do something about it, as long as we talk to the person that you have the problem with, they're gonna say, well, they sent something back to me as well. So you can't respond back and expect us to do something about it. Just let it be a one-way street. Of course, do not post personal information, copyright laws. Don't forward emails to everyone in your address book because everybody may not be friends. So if you send something out, somebody gets a hold of their email address, they may start harassing somebody that they don't even know. Secure your password, of course, don't share it. Never download for anyone you don't know. I know people go on their computers, even some of these school laptops, and they download from a site. And then they come up to the school and wonder why their computer is blocked. If If you don't know where it's coming from, don't download it. It's all kind of phishing scams out there. That's kind of where somebody is sending, it look like a MySpace account. And they say type your email address in there. When you type your email address in, they take it. They kind of steal it. And it's not a MySpace account, it's something that they use it to try to steal your personal information. So watch out for those. If it doesn't look right, don't use it. And this kind of just talks about everything we went over already. Recognized techniques used by online predators as far as the gifts and trying to get you to go into certain chat rooms or make sure you're at the computer by yourself. No parent is watching. Refuse requests for personal information. You never should give that out anyway. I know most people are not going to respond by exiting your program, log off, and turn off your computer. You're not going to do all that, but they just put that on there and report anything that you think is out of character or dangerous or suspicious. Just report to police. And we ran through that pretty quick, but let's try to sum it up. Any questions anybody has? Everybody looks asleep. All right. Good to go?
That's
All
right.
right.